guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 76 of TNA Making an Impact. We are now post TNA Slammiversary, which was a very eventful pay-per-view, and we're now on the road to the next one, which is Destination X. So a lot of new storylines will be beginning today. We've got a rough idea of what they're going to be, and they'll start as in the actual segments will start this week, but more so going into next week's show is when they'll actually start being storylines within the actual game. 14 segments. As I say, I've got a rough idea of what I want to build towards at Destination X. A few other things are still kind of in process, still in my mind of what way I want to actually go, but hopefully we've got a rough idea from here of the major storylines, some lesser ones, and basically where we go from there. So this is Making an Impact, episode 76. Let's crack on and hope you guys enjoy the show. So we have 7,141 fans at the James White Civic Coliseum, and we start with Fergal Devitt coming out and just explaining that he is still champion, he had a grueling matchup and he is still the top champion in TNA. However, also coming out to challenge him is Shibata, who makes his claim that he's the top champion in TNA, the TNA national champion. These two guys basically start coming to blows. We end up having security wrestlers coming to the ring to try and break them up, and this gets an outstanding rating of an A+, 98 rated segment. The angle got the show off to a strong start, the crowd got hotter. That champion versus champion match is getting teased like hell. Our opening contest of the night saw a decent matchup between Becky Knox and Sienna, with Becky winning with hard knocks in 12:23. A good win again, obviously a rematch from their pay-per-view match, but putting them over on TV. C-59, Becky with a far better performance than Sienna. It's a good win, and it gains her some momentum going forward. Next up, we have basically the returning Britannia Knight, who comes up to the top of the ramp and says, "Well done, Becky, but let me remind you that I'm back from injury, and this is my house now." So a bit of tension there between the former WWE superstars, now knockouts, between Britannia and Becky, and it opens up a C64 segment there. So next up we've got Rosemary in the ring, our new knockouts champion, and she's basically stating, she dominated Ali, she destroyed her, she put her through a table, and she says if anyone backstage wants a chance to face her, bring it on, and she'll prove that she's the most destructive and hardcore knockout in TNA. So C-56 there for Rosemary, your new TNA Knockouts champion. Next up, we've got an extremely short matchup that saw the revival of Jesse continue, and he defeated Crazy Steve in 5:05 with a stunner. This was a D44. Still a poor performance from Jesse, only a 31 to Steve's 45. There were no skill improvements to speak of, and a few negatives there. Obviously, these gentlemen are both holding back because I knew this was going to be the poor one, so this was a case of to be the storytelling match today. But we're building up Jesse, and hopefully he can keep improving. After the matchup, Crazy Steve's basically recovering in the ring, and his tag team partner Abyss comes down and decides just to beat the crap out of him, and then gives him a black hole slam, leaving him down and out. Why has Abyss done this? God only knows, we'll find that out in the upcoming weeks, but could the decay be over? That's a C-57. The angle got the crowd hotter as Abyss dominates his old partner. Next up, we've got the Hardys in action, and in decent wrestling, but not much heat. The Hardys defeated the Tribunal in 5:34, when Jeff Hardy beat Baron Dax with a twist of fate into the Swanton Bomb combo. C-62, just a good matchup here, getting the Hardys some momentum, getting them over against more enhancement talent wrestlers. Jeff improves in technical skills, not a lot to it apart from, as I say, just putting over the Hardys as a dominant threat going forward in TNA. Next up, the new X Division champion TJ Perkins is out, and he calls out Jay Lethal after defeating him at the pay-per-view. Jay Lethal doesn't come out though, and instead it's someone who is impersonating Jay Lethal. It's like basically a midget impersonation, like think The Rock and Booker T angle. They just continue to rip on Jay Lethal, the fact that he's come back here, he's won the championship, and he's finally getting a chance here in TNA. Jay Lethal then does come out, and this leads to a brawl, which after the Slammiversary where Lethal chased Perkins to the back, it came across as the same again here. So a C64, Lethal continues to chase off Perkins as he wants his championship back in the X Division. So a good push again for TJ Perkins, getting him in a good storyline here with Jay Lethal. Next up, we had some good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Adam Cole beat Magnus in 10:04 with a flying crossbody. C plus 71, Adam Cole was slowed down by injury, but he picks up the win, again giving him some momentum going forward. No skill improvements. Couple of negatives there, but as I say, Adam Cole working under injury can hopefully keep building himself up for a good push in the future. After the matchup, basically, Adam Cole's backstage. Magnus decides he wants a bit of revenge, and they start brawling with each other backstage. So we end up with a host of road agents and staff who have to pull them apart. So Magnus and Adam Cole are going to start a mini feud here. It does seem like this is the case, a lot of kind of brawls starting, but it's just showing that we're having chaos in TNA, keeping a lot of guys even in their booking, so that when the pay-per-view goes forward, they can gain a good bit of momentum. But C64 here, for this little segment between Adam Cole and Magnus. We have a promo where basically Cage and Bennett come out. They are going to be colour commentators for this tag team matchup coming up, as they are still the tag team champions. They're just going to scout on the full division, and that's a C plus 68 segment. The matchup itself was good. It was a triple threat elimination match, and it saw a win for the American Wolves over both the BC and Phoenix and Rey Mysterio in 13:32. The elimination first was Phoenix and Rey Mysterio, and then it was the BC. Phoenix was a weak link there, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. But B79 is good there. Everyone, as you can see in the ratings there, averaging a low 70 to mid 70. Unfortunately, Phoenix low at 56, struggling, but this is how we can improve them. Storyline of the tag division advances. Phoenix improves performance skills, and a few negatives just being Rey Mysterio's poor momentum. So actually that's more positive than negative there. So with that being our co-main event, we then have Chris Jericho's highlight reel with his guest AJ Styles. Jericho just says he's came to TNA, he wants to become champion. AJ Styles has the same mindset. None of them has managed to get the better of the other. They want to settle this finally and prove who is the better man and who should be the true number one contender going forward. So Chris Jericho says, one more time, Destination X, Jericho Styles. AJ Styles thinks about it, goes to answer, and then starts attacking Chris Jericho, leading up to another brawl, gaining some more heat within this A95 segment. So another build up between Jericho and Styles. I think they'll go at it one more time as we look to crown a new number one contender there. And our main event for tonight was about the had superb wrestling and great heat, and it saw the team of Shibata and Stu Barrett defeat Fergal Devitt and Samoa Joe in 18:37 when Shibata defeated Fergal Devitt by pinfall. Fergal Devitt carried the match, 92 performance. As you can see there, we're building up Shibata. Could he be the man that finally dethrones Fergal Devitt at the next pay-per-view? So could we have a champion v champion match down the line? It's looking good for the national champion, and that was a B79 rating. No skill improvements. Negatives, just the booking decisions because we make Fergal look strong. Overall though, B83, our show was increased the popularity in 23 regions. So again, we're continuing to get great ratings, which will help the company continue to grow on its path to near national. So let's have a look then, see if there's any big decisions here. Tommy Mercer is one to watch. I don't think there's anything else that directly affects us. TNA was struck gold with the show, that's good to see. And Rosemary with a little push, she can get a little upgrade there. Don't mind that because she's been really good for us. And the TV rating was a 5.56. But apart from that, we're looking good. 83 momentum, prestige at 45, size A lot of 64s now across the board. Everything is over 60. National is literally fingertips away. I must say it's going to only get better and better as we've got more twists and turns along the way. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. It's deeply appreciated. Any comments regarding the show? Let me know what you think. Who do you feel should be in contention for a championship match going forward? What would be your card going into Destination X? Any predictions for that? Let me know. Any wrestlers you'd like to see sign, of course, let me know as well. And of course, let me know how your saves are getting on, and any general questions regarding TNA, regarding your saves, or TW, let me know, and we'll see if we can help you out. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. You can get the game on the Grey Dog Software website, and you can join in the discussion on the forums and on the Fantasy Booker subreddit as well. And don't forget, if you can, join our Discord server too. Until next time, this is Tweet1 Maxwell. Thanks as always. See you soon. Bye bye.